Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. It's our midlife crisis.
Hello and welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. My name is Eddie O'Keefe and I am joined once again by my best buddy, my flying fox, my friend LT. LT Fletcher.
It just got away from you at the end.
I had a big thing planned and I keep forgetting it every single fucking time.
One of these days we'll nail the intro. How are you doing today?
I am very good. How are you doing?
I am absolutely flipping marvellous. Do you know, this isn't even the first podcast I've recorded today. I was just in another very good recording.
We literally just recorded an episode of Boders and Dragons. LT was a late guest, and I was like, after this, you want to just do Sonic? Because fucking why not? This takes 20 minutes. It's great. LT, we have to discuss Chapter 2.
Yes, do you want to give the little précis recap of Chapter 2 then?
Yeah, so Chapter 2 was a lot of Tails' backstory of where he is, how he was been feeling, and then the conversation he had with Sonic when he realised that there was some bad things happening in Robotnik's old base, and there were some readings on his computer which spelt some nasty things.
Yes. And also, it's Tails' girlfriend's birthday in 2 weeks' time, and you can't forget that.
You surely cannot. Also, Sonic then gave him the ultimatum we should get Knuckles and Amy and a mysterious third character we need to get. Ooh, who could that be, I wonder?
Who could it be? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
Currently, I will say maybe. So there we go.
Oh my.
Who knows? But I do, but you may not. Good. That was rubbish. I think that's everything we have to do beforehand.
Do you want me to cover how I saw the next chapter going, or do you want me to do that after?
Please. I forgot about that, so please do that. I'll see. How did you think Chapter 3 was going to happen?
Okay, well, we left off last time with Sonic having to recruit this mystery partner, and Tails is tasked with collecting Amy and Knuckles for the quest, but Tails was distracted by a knock at the door, so logically you'd think the knock at the door would be where we'd go to, but part of me thinks maybe Mr. Eddie O'Keefe might have pulled the old bait and switch and gone to Sonic to see what he's going to do, so I wonder if that might be the direction we end up in today. It
was genuinely a difficult choice of what I wanted to do. It's like, because I could have gone one way, could have gone the other way. Oh, what do I want to do? There's a lot of good choice here. And I think I made a pretty good one. So, are you ready for the script?
I'm so ready, Eddie.
I have sent you the script.
I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but
it's fine. I'm used to that rhyme in particular, as you can probably imagine.
Oh, I need access.
Oh, what the hell? What the fuck?
I will request access. You'll get an email letting you know if your request was approved. Behind the scenes is happening.
You now have access. Well done.
Whoa. Okay. Right. I'm ready whenever you are, then.
I am ready. Let's get on with Chapter 3.
Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. Chapter 3. We will find out which character is behind the door of Tails' home in this chapter. Don't worry, it's not a massive cliffhanger, I promise.
Guess what happens in this episode?
I'm going to go ahead and guess. It might be that we find out which character is behind the door of Tails' home in this chapter.
Well, I can't spoil anything, so we'll have to see.
That's true. We'll just have to see if I'm right. Hello? Tails repeated from the previous chapter, his door barely open, so he couldn't quite make out who it was. He was nervous, you see. Those energy readings on his computer could spell disaster for the entire island, and someone suddenly turning up at his door straight after a phone call with his best buddy, it simply couldn't be a coincidence. Unlike that great football match down at Twinkle Park way back in 2011, God, that was a beautiful game, Tails thought to himself. It was Team Sonic and his mates against Eggman's drones. No one was really sure why they were having a game of football in the midst of Eggman trying to take over the world again, but this is just how things work out. There were only 3 minutes left on the clock, and Team Sonic and his mates were huddled up. Eddie, what's happening?
You'll see.
Jeepers peepers, Sonic says. This is one tough game. Well, I'll say, Knuckles says, adding absolutely nothing to the conversation as usual. Tails raised his hand slightly. Sonic, we're 2 goals behind. How are we ever going to win that Chaos Emerald now? Don't worry, little buddy, I've got a plan. Tails smiled. He liked when Sonic had a plan. Like that time Sonic planned a surprise birthday party for Big. Oh no. Happy birthday, Big! Screamed everyone. Birthday? Big said. Fuck yeah! Vector yelled, absolutely balls deep in Vanilla the Rabbit. He wasn't invited back. Oh god. Mr. Big? Said a tiny voice from behind Vector's increasingly upsetting arse bobbing in and out of frame like it was copying that scene from Wayne's World where they're all headbanging to Bohemian Rhapsody. And look, I know that was very funny in the 90s, but personally, I really don't understand what the joke is supposed to be there. And it's the kind of the only thing people really talk about when bringing up Wayne's World, and I really think it spoilt both the song and the film for me. Mr. Big, Cream said again, bringing us back on track. Do you like your present? Big looked down at the present being presented to him in the present tense. Have a word. His eyes welling up with gratitude, he slowly unwrapped the gold, shiny, ribboned box. Sonic burst out from the top and kicked Big so hard in the face he broke his nose. With a crash so loud, it made... Fuck off. With a crash so loud, it made bandicoots everywhere castrate themselves out of fear. Big fell to the ground. That's for saying I was slow, Sonic says, kicking Big in the teeth repeatedly. And wait a second, Tails said out loud. That's not a very nice memory at all. And I should really get back to what I was supposed to be doing. Reminiscing about that amazing game. So Sonic, what's your big plan then? Knuckles huffed. He had a plan too, but he knew no one would listen to him. Nobody ever did, even though his ideas were excellent. Some better than Sonic's even. Like that time the gang... What have you done to me, Ed? Like the time the gang got briefly furloughed and all had to start working in a bakery. Bread? Who needs bread? Knuckles said, needs bread, expectantly waiting for the big laugh. Shut the fuck up, you cunt. Yes, sir, Knuckles sighed. Hey guys, Amy said from across the bakery. Guess who I am? She turned around, her arms spread wide in the air with a huge grin on her face. Her face completely covered in white flour. Knuckles scratched his head as best as he could with his stupid fucking gloves and said, Amy, I'm the superior race, of course, the racist hedgehog said. You're all fucking fired, Mighty said. I didn't do anything, Knuckles protested. You are literally punching a horse. Oh, sorry, Mighty. You're literally punching a horse in the face as we speak. Shit, Mighty was right. Knuckles was punching a horse in the face. He didn't even realise he was doing it. The gang all laughed as the screen faded to black and the credits began to roll. Another day in the life of... Wait a second, Tails screamed. There's something really important I'm supposed to be doing right now. Tails, pass me the ball. Oh, for the love of Hilltop's hilly twat. Tails was mid-game. He completely zoned out Act 2 and missed the entirety of Sonic's plan. Tails made a mental note to take his ADHD medication after the match was over. Oh, spoilers, he forgot about that too. Fucking hell. Just trying to compose myself. He looked up at Sonic, who nodded. He glanced down at the ball, sat innocently enough in the grass. The ball looked up at Tails, knowing what was coming next. The ball braced itself for impact. It's a tough life being a ball. You start your days off flat and then almost immediately get pumped full of air. You're transported around with a bunch of your ball mates before someone decides to take you home and kick the absolute tits off of you. If you're lucky, you'll get bitten by a dog and thrown away. And in this ball's case, it was stolen. A greedy, eggy hand took it from JD Sports one fateful Saturday morning. Tucked under the sweaty, stained shirt of a mustachioed gentleman, it spent its first few hours outside of its normal environment, smelling the fumes of the disgruntled scientist, huffing and puffing as he tried to run out the shop without being seen. Poor Ball couldn't do anything. After all, he was a ball. And so, the challenge was laid out. Eggman's army of armoured arses versus Hedgehog and friends. The winner gets a Chaos Emerald for some reason. This level wouldn't appear until about 6 hours into the game, and fans criticised it for making absolutely no fucking sense and completely derailing the plot that had previously been set up. Yeah, I wonder how that would feel.
Who would do that?
And so we cut now to Tails, what we've all been waiting for. He took a deep breath and peered through the crack in his door, desperate to make out who just knocked, but not make out with them. That would be insane, right? For one thing, he was dating Zoe, who definitely exists. Stop asking. She does exist, doesn't she? No, she does. She does. She bought Tails that Aerosmith CD a few months ago because he said in passing that he'd never seen Armageddon. Again, he's fucking 8, so why would he? Truth be told, he didn't even like the song Don't Wanna Miss a Thing. There's a line in that song which goes, I just want to be with you, right here with you. And that always annoyed him. Why does he say, with you, right here with you? It's nonsensical padding. Padding. It's got more padding than Rouge. It's the Rouge the Bat of songs, Tails thought to himself, letting out an involuntary noise from deep within his throat that was not only embarrassing to him, but the other character outside definitely heard it. Just like the crowd heard Tails scream with all his might as he booted that ball towards Sonic. Nice one, Tails, the blue dude with an attitude crewed. Why did that get me? Launching the ball with all his might, sending it soaring past Eggman's robots and straight into the back of the net. One more goal was all they needed. Hey, you scored a goal, Knuckles said, once again adding sweet fuck all to this conversation. The gang looked up at Eggman, who was hiding out way above the field. He was positively throwing a fit. This is the biggest load of horse shit I have ever witnessed, he said to himself. I knew I should have hired Omega to be on my team. He picked up a cup and threw it at the wall, its inner liquid spooling down the wall and forming a puddle on the floor. His reflection glanced up at the ceiling, and a smile broke across his face. He had finally figured it out. Look, Knuckles, we just can't afford to lose because of one of your terrible ideas. Sonic, please. If you listen to my idea, I'll let you pull a chili dog out of my mouth with your butthole again. That's my Sonic, he said, cropping out particular audience members from a selfie she'd just taken. We all know who. Jesus. Sonic looked sheepishly down at the floor. He walked towards Knuckles and whispered in his ear. 3 chili dogs and I get to fart in your mouth. 2 chili dogs, no fart. 4 chili dogs, no fart, no mustard. Knuckles contemplated the offer, put a hand on Sonic's shoulder and said, You are literally the fastest thing alive. Why the fuck are you not just running the ball into the goal? Sonic stood staring at him. Wow, Knuckles, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. All right, let's go. Sonic then proceeded to run as fast as he could, taking out robots left and right, dribbling the ball with such flair that the crowd completely lost their mind. Chants of Sonic, Sonic, Sonic filled the arena as he scored not 1, not 2, but 38 goals in the last 30 seconds. Confetti rained down upon the gang as they lifted the Chaos Emerald high into the sky. In their excitement, they failed to realise that Eggman was nowhere to be seen. They also failed to realise that there wasn't a coincidence here either, as was previously described at the beginning of the chapter, and that's the story of how Sonic and friends won the football. Oh, also shadows at the door, Lamau. End of chapter 3!
There we go.
So... Right, to be clear then, I just want to recap. Mm-hmm. We have made approximately 3 inches of forward momentum with this chapter.
It depends how you look at it.
I mean, yes, we have learned of Sonic's 5-a-side team, I guess.
Yes.
So that could be handy.
They were bakers once, very briefly.
This feels like a fucked up episode of Animaniacs or something, where they're all doing different jobs in each fucking cut.
Well, I will say we've been talking about Robotnik in the previous chapters, but this is Eggman.
Oh,
so
I see. So we're doing the old divide of classic Robotnik and modern Eggman.
Maybe we'll have to see what happens, I guess. But that's a fun thing.
Oh.
And Eggman he realised something, and then we never saw him again. So what's happened there?
Oh, what did he realise?
Could be a fun thread there.
Oh God, Eddie.
There's still stuff, and now we know Shadow's at the door of Mal.
That's ridiculous. I mean this. Listen. The very premise of the show is I can't possibly know what to expect. And yet, still within that framework, I couldn't have ever expected this.
No.
It was like Inception. Like remembering things within memories, within daydreams. God, I hope Tails takes his medication. This is no way to go through life.
I was going to do a story. I was going to follow Sonic originally. And then I just realised if we could just follow Tails, but just do the reveal at the very end with one line of like Lamal, and then just pad the fuck out of everything else of nonsense.
That's, I mean, as literary techniques go, that was a roller coaster.
Yeah, not as joke heavy as the first one, but I think it's all part of leading up. It's like a Shaggy Dog story.
I am genuinely finding, and I know I don't know what this says about me. I am finding that even though it's only been minor so far, racist Amy is like the funniest fucking thing in the world. And it's not funny because she's racist, it's funny because it's Amy Rowe.
Yes, she's the least likely person you ever think would be racist. But then it's also like, why does it make sense that Amy is a racist? It's a weird thing. And I just think her proudly exclaiming, "I'm the superior race," of course, is just like
unbelievable.
I love writing Mighty. When Knuckles did his joke, I just wrote, "Shut the fuck up, you cunt." I was like, I need someone who can probably pull this off, and Mighty just came to mind.
Well, I mean, that is Mighty's canon accent now, by the way.
Excellent, I'm glad. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Eddie, mate. I mean,
you couldn't have expected this.
Well, you are right.
In the same way, I couldn't expect the reason why Sonic's depressed is because he couldn't finish fucking Earthbound. So,
it could happen to any one of us. You never know.
It was weird writing Sonic so happy in this bit because he has to be happy here.
It was a better time for everyone. The team were all hanging out. They were having a lovely old time.
Apart from when he was kicking Big in the teeth.
What was that about? What was the impetus for that assault?
He said he was slow. So there you go. There's another thread.
So now we have to wonder what was the incident where Big called Sonic slow.
Exactly. Maybe you'll get around to it. There's so many different threads I've built here.
And why was Cream so nonplussed at Vector banging the ever-loving dog shit out of her mum right in front of her?
I have some plans for Vector.
I'll just pay you to. Oh no. Good. Oh, poor Cream. She's going to be traumatised. She's only little.
It's funny to me. Yeah. Also, there's a crocodile fucking around here. What's going on there?
I mean, it's inherently stupid, isn't it? What a stupid franchise.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, the chapter was correct. He did find out who's behind the door.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't just a massive cliffhanger. You're right.
I will say, trying to decide on who it was a genuine difficult thing to do. I almost didn't want to do Shadow because I was like, it's too big, almost too big of a character. But for some reason, Shadow's at the door Lamal felt funny to write. I didn't want it to be minor character because then the payoff doesn't really hit. I think the idea that it being a big character like Shadow, but we get nothing is a funny, funny payoff.
I love Tails losing his fucking mind, by the way.
Yeah.
And like not even sure that his girlfriend exists.
Maybe she doesn't exist. Maybe he made it all up and he's hiding.
And the way that he confirms that is she bought an Aerosmith CD he doesn't even really like.
Well, there we go. Like maybe she doesn't exist and he's just making it up.
Oh no! What if she's all in his head?
Well, there you go.
Oh no!
We'll have to find out what happens next time we write some stupid shite.
I guess we will, and maybe I'll write it. Who knows? Maybe I'll go completely out of left field. Who's to say? Listen, all literally everything's are off the table now,
Oh,
clearly,
yes.
as we've seen from this episode.
I think so. This is dumb as fuck. Oh boy. So, I hope you enjoyed.
Eddie, I loved this. Thank you.
Good.
What a delightful gift this was.
This is so dumb. I wrote it and I was like, I'm not really sure about it. And then I read it this morning and I was like, no, this works exactly what I wanted to do. It's just fucking nonsense. Not as silly as the first one, but that's kind of the point. It's supposed to be like I can write differently. I can write not pointless shite.
By the way, I would like to point out for the benefit of the listeners, Eddie is being consistent with writing Sonic Says, S-E-Z.
Oh, yes. There we go. That's excellent stuff. So, LT.
Hello.
I think that's the Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast, chapter 3, closed.
I think it might be. Gosh, that was a speedy little one, wasn't it? That was.
It's not saying much to say, is there?
I mean, you blindsided me, is all I can truly say.
Shit all happens this episode. Tails opens the door. I was annoyed actually because I thought your chapter ended with the knock and not Tails opening the door, and then I was like, "Fuck, it doesn't do that." So then I had to make Tails go insane. That was my counter to that. But,
That's absolutely fair.
Because originally he was going to walk to the door, accidentally kick a bit of rolled up paper on the floor, and be like, "Oh, like football," and then did the whole football thing.
Right.
I was like, I should really read this second chapter again just in case. And I was like, bastard, he's already opened the door. So that's why it makes less sense for him to suddenly remember football. I promise my next chapter will probably make more sense and be more coherent and in line with the story. But this was too...
That's very generous of you, but contrary to that, I promise nothing.
No. I saw... Because I told you yesterday, I got 2 ideas. And then I was like, I'm going to go with the latter idea. Because I thought of 3 more jokes for it, and one of them was the Aerosmith joke. I was like, "Oh, hey, that's funny." The other one was Vector being balls deep in Vanilla Rabbit.
A mental image that, listen, it's always been implied, but you've brought it to the front and center of my imagination center, and now I can't get it out. Please get it out. Help, Eddie. What have you done to me? Why have you done this? Help! I thought we were friends.
We are best friends.
Well. That's fair, and I mean, okay, but Vector's big reptile knob, though.
It's canon.
It's
this first episode.
Also, can we just address Sonic taking a chili dog out of Knuckles' butt?
Yeah, I don't know why I wrote that. I'm not gonna lie. No, actually, no, sorry. Knuckles had it in his mouth. Sonic was using his butt to get it out.
I see. So it's like the party game where you've got to pick stuff up with your bum cheeks.
Yes.
Right.
So much better.
That's totally less weird.
Which, it makes no sense why Sonic wants no mustard, because it's not going to affect Knuckles. But that's something...
I mean, I'll be honest.
Over, I'm sure.
I'm not sure what Knuckles is getting out of this, admittedly.
No.
That's another plot thread we need to address. Chapter 4, Knuckles, what the fuck?
Knuckles goes to, like, fucking sex therapy. What am I getting out of this? Well, LT, on that note, where can people find you and what can you plug for people?
I'm going to plug my website, Kintobor Computer, kintobor.computer. It's a repository of all things Sonic, and yeah, it's lovely, and it's got a big list of things. So if you like lists and you like Sonic, you're sorted. We've got information on all the different continuities of Sonic, including the really bad ones. There are no bad ones. Sonic is immaculate.
Apart from this one.
Well, I mean, this is transcendent, I think. Where can people find you and what are you plugging?
They can find me on my socials at Eddie-O Podcast on Twitter and Instagram, and of course Budgies and Dragons, our TTRPG comedy podcast that just happens to be D&D related. The whole point of the game is to go to Budgeons, find Mother a scratch card, and not die. You can play as anyone you want to. We just recorded an episode now where LT played as a character who could only speak 20 phrases, which are determined by random dice rolls. That went about as well as you could expect. It's a very, very silly game, very, very comedy, improv heavy, and available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the apps, all the stuff. as is Sonic the Hedgehog, the Fanfic Podcast, at Sonic THTFTP on socials. Give us a follow, rate us 5 stars, and leave us a nice review on all the apps. We would appreciate it, and we are so grateful for this stupid franchise for existing and making us write shit like this.
And if you don't like and subscribe and 5-star us, then maybe you'll wake up at 9:03 tomorrow and find Shadow the Hedgehog is knocking on your door. Think about that, huh?
Exactly.
Huh? Think about it.
And then you have to spend 3 pages talking about shit to yourself.
Talking about anything but the fact that Shadow the Hedgehog is staring daggers at you, presumably.
Well, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, LT, for joining me once again on
And
this
thank you for
podcast.
gifting me this absolute delight of insanity.
And if we don't see you next time, readers, that doesn't make sense. And remember, listeners, stay Sonic. That's the shittest outro. Do you remember what our other one was we came up with?
I genuinely can't remember.
It was just Robotnik. So
Stay Sonic it is then, lads.
stay Sonic it is. Goodbye.
Bye.